landing. All right, I can now breathe and relax because the drone's back. It's scary every time you fly the drone, especially on the water, because you've got less safety mechanisms in terms of, you know, returning to home, because the GPS will set a home point and return to that. Now I started, when the home point was set, I started weighing back to me there, probably about, I don't know, 500 or 600 feet back there, and I've been floating while I've been flying the drone. So awfully scary that if it ever had a malfunction or something and wanted to return to home, it wouldn't come to me. It would come to that spot, which would just land in the drink, and that'd be the end of that. Scary as that is, I just take my time, try to get it back. But I've had plenty of mishaps, and if you watch the channel, you've seen some really cool footage and things going just, you know, very smoothly with some nice cinematic music, what have you. But in reality, sometimes I have some close calls. And just recently, a video was done really well about the 110-year-old swing bridge. This guy done, I had the closest call ever, and I want to share that with you. And keep watching. I'm going to show you some mishaps, and I'm going to end up with that close call with the swing bridge. My heart sank. I thought it was done. Anyways, have a look.
So what's the first thing you do when you purchase your first drone, your new $600 DJI Spark? Well, if you live in Sudbury, Ontario, Canada, you come here to High Falls. Immediately, I'm flying it with the gimbal cover on. And once I figure that out, I fly it into this area. I lose sight of it until I see water through the camera and realize I'm about to put this thing right in the drink. The second time I fly this drone, I encounter a close call right here as I'm flying towards these branches trying to get a river shot. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. And then shortly thereafter, I end up crashing it. Flying this area here, I started to notice the drone acting erratically. At the time, I remember attributing it to the number of metals that might be in this area because it's an open pit mine, and maybe it was throwing off the compass. This is the area of Wolf Mountain, and here is where I experienced my first flyaway, they call it in the drone business, as I put the drone up and it immediately took off to the left, and I had to enable the return to home feature to get control of the drone again. And thankfully it flew back and came back to me. The significance of these events come into play later in the fall when I'm flying the drone here, filming a 100-year-old fire tower. And I got close to the tower, and when I did, I just started acting erratically and crashed into this tower. And I do believe it has something to do with the compass inside the drone, which caused that to happen. This last event here actually led me to send the drone back to DJI, and they replaced it with a new Spark.
Hey Doug, give us the quick synopsis of what happened to the drone.
Well, the drone, I went to land it. It suddenly had a mind of its own, and it hit one of the guy wires and kind of hit the side of the tower a little bit.
In this video, I'm trying to fly up behind my buddy's Jeep. We're both in the Jeep, so I'm just flying it from the passenger seat. And I thought it'd be cool to get a low shot following the Jeep. And within seconds, I hit a tree. Moments later, after recovering the drone, I'm flying it again, and once again, I'm into the branches. Thankfully, this time I was able to get over and grab it and shut her down for safety. Birds have been attracted to the drone throughout the time I've had it, and they keep coming around, and every once in a while they get a little too close, and it could be scary, but nothing's happened yet. These clips are just a series of close calls while flying at the family camp. As you can see, I get a little close to trees and stuff, trying to get some shots of this big fire we had going, burning an old building, and got a little close for comfort. In this clip, as I'm flying here, I turn the drone back facing the opposite direction, and when I do so, in this, as I'm looking at the screen, I'm noticing now that there's power lines here, because power lines and drones don't mix. And as soon as I see the power lines, I start to take the drone downward, maybe at the time thinking that I would get underneath these wires to go up this river. But subsequently, I turn the drone back the other way and just kind of completely get away from the power lines and decide not to mess with them in any way, shape, or form, which is a smart move on my part. So in my latest close call, I'm doing a video on this 110-year-old swing bridge, and off in the distance there you can see the tower holding these power cables, and I know it's there, and I'm flying, but it's an early morning flight. The sun is in my eyes to a certain extent, and it's kind of washing out the line. So I'm looking around. I don't see these wires on my controller. I'm looking off into the distance, but I do see that the sun looks pretty cool on the water there. So I kind of want to go out towards that and get a shot of that. So I keep doing that. And then of course, I'm not even thinking about those power lines. So I turn around, I'm going to go back towards the bridge, and I want to get a different look at it, so I want to change the altitude of the drone, so I go up. And as I go up, I don't see anything. I'm just coming towards it. And right about now, I notice that these power lines are I'm right in the power lines, like literally. And I turn to the side. My heart is sinking. I figure I'm going to lose the drone. The drone touches these power lines, it's going to tumble into the water and never be found again. So I immediately raise the drone up and hope for the best, and thankfully I didn't hit anything, and I started coming back towards the swing bridge. You get a look at it. It was the closest call ever, and just the thought of losing the drone, but even worse, losing the great footage I had, because my phone does store and caches some of the drone footage, but it's I think it's in like 720p, so would have lost a lot of great shots, quality shots here. So and now I'm flying back with my tail between my legs. We're in that little boat there. Scary day, and a very, very close call, the closest ever.
All right, so you guys can see now the craziness it is flying a drone. It's not all it's cracked up to be. It takes some skill, takes some practice, takes some learning. Scary stuff. That stuff with the swing bridge was just crazy, and the worst part of it is I knew those wires were there, but I didn't. I got so caught up in the excitement of the images I was getting as I'm looking at it, and I just lost my head, and that happens. You just got to be really, really careful. It's it can go bad really quick, and you can end up losing your drone. I just wanted to let you guys know that it's not all flawless and perfect. There's always, every adventure has its issues. The adventure I'm on now, which you'll see sometime in the future, I brought my canoe, life jacket, all that stuff, traveled 4.5 hours north, and forgot my paddle. And fortunately, where I was going, was able to borrow someone's paddle. So things happen. You really, as you get older, you should probably make a checklist or something. That's kind of where I'm at anyways. Guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed some of the mishaps and misfortunes that I've been through with the, using the drone. But I also hope that you've enjoyed the footage that I've been able to bring you, and I'm pretty excited about bringing more of that. So keep watching, like and subscribe if you don't mind. I really appreciate it. Helps grow the channel. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.